Hi, welcome to Gilboy's YouTube channel. In this video, I'm going to demonstrate, well, I'm not going to demonstrate actually, for once there's no demonstrations. I'm not going to teach you how to do this. This is furniture restoration, what we do in the workshop all the time. So it's Gilboy's furniture restoration. As you can see, I've got a beautiful pair of side tables here. These are Georgian, King George III. They date to around about 1780, 1790, and they are stunning. Now, they've been in the workshop actually for quite a while, and they've had some work done on them. I just thought I would pick them out from the workshop, bring them here, put them in front of the camera, because they are beautiful. I think you actually enjoy watching some of the restoration. So they are part restored. But what I'm going to show you is the more sort of detailed restoration that I'm going to have to do on it, which you might be able to see on the camera. You can see there's some repairs here. I hasten to add, they're not our repairs, these are old repairs. And I'm going to try and blend away the obvious repair line here. There's also bits of inlay and corner edging that I need to replace on these tables where it's missing. And generally sort of titivating, small detailed fine work that I'm going to have to do. I might describe it as I go through, but it's not really instructional. I just thought I'd show you how we restore furniture of this high quality, and this is exceptionally high quality. These are extremely valuable tables. I'll show you a bit more detail here now. They were suffered water damage, so there is a big split on both of these tops, I think, where this, I think it's Kingwood this is made from, has split open. I'm going to colour and repair them. Some of the work's been started already. I'm just going to do a bit more here. And also you can see here on the inlay, the original inlay has been bleached by the water, and I'm going to colour this down as well. So as I go along, I'll explain a little bit more, but it's not really for instruction, just to show you, because they are stunning, beautiful tables, worth a lot of money. Right, let's get on with the restoration. I'm going to move one of them down. Well, the other thing I'm going to say about when I do this restoration, because we've got a pair, whatever I do to one, I've got to do to the other. So we've got to make sure that the same level of work and quality of work goes through on both tables. I know that's obvious, but it makes it a little bit more tricky. Right, let's get on. So I'm going to start on this one first, and because it is the worst out of the two, it needs the most work. And this is a little delightful brushing slide that, let me turn it to face the camera maybe, there we go, that actually sits in there, but I'm not going to force it in because it's not really working very well. It does sort of go in, it's a bit tight. So I'm going to fix this loose panel with the baize on it. And as you can see, there is a screw. Somebody's put a nasty little screw in there. If I show you that to Ian there, you got that, Ian? Lovely. So I'm going to take that screw out, sort this joint out. It's got a lap joint on it by the looks of things. And then I'm going to steam off these glue blocks. I'll show you those to the camera as well again, because these glue blocks here might need to be steamed off and then reapplied. Okay, so let's get on. Okay, this is a rusted old screw in here, so it's been in there quite some time, but I think the water damage has also not helped, and it's covered in rust. I don't know if you can see that on that camera. A little tip for when you're trying to remove rusty old screws is, if you're trying to obviously get them out, tighten them first. Sounds weird, doesn't it? Don't go straight away to unscrewing. Try screwing it first and sort of wiggle it backwards and forwards. Because if you can tighten it, it moves forward. It creates a little space for it to go back, and then you can wiggle it out. That's what I'm trying to do now. What happened is it broke the head, which is very common as well, but it's freed it up. Now the switch on the steamer is broken, so we're permanently steaming. But to release the glue, which is water-based, we're going to use this steamer. So I'm going to release some of these glued in little glue blocks here, because they're all loose. Perfect. So I've released those glue blocks. One of them broke up, but that's okay, I can re-glue it. But I haven't damaged anything. It's just released that lovely hot melt glue, the Scotch glue that's there, the pearl glue, melted away. I've redissolved the glue to allow me then to reposition those glue blocks in the right place, and also sort out this joint here as well at the same time, securing this panel where this baize liner is. so I'm on to the part where I'm going to do the repairs to this really decorative edging that we have, the fine stringing. Some of the repairs have been done, but I've just noticed there is one down here at the bottom of this square tapering leg. There's a piece missing. So I'll get the stringing in, which is here. So this is the stringing. We keep it on a flat board for obvious reasons, because it will break. So if this is boxwood, I'm going to select the right appropriate size of boxwood stringing and cut it to the right size and glue it in with our hot melt glue. And then I'll prepare the area. And then we'll look at just colouring in these other areas so they all tie in nicely. So now we've done the repairs, we're going to move on to the colouring side of the repair side of these tabletops. So I'll take the tabletops off, as you can see. I've just lightly sanded the top of it. I will do the same to the one to the left. You can see these areas here where somebody else has coloured the inlay. Now this inlay is original inlay under here that's been bleached by water, so I don't really want to take it out. I want to keep as much of this original as possible. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to hand grain and colour this inlay back. It's a really unusual inlay. I've never seen anything quite like this sort of type of inlay that's on here, this edge banding. That's what we've got. So I'm going to use pigment powders, which are earth raw pigment powders, proper dug out the earth colours or sort of metallic colours, and spirit colours as well, spirit powders, which I will put the description in the the video in the link below. So when you're looking at this video, down below is the description of these powders, what I'm using, the pigment powders and the spirit colours. And I'll describe a bit more as I go along. But first of all, you can see I've sanded that one. I'm just going to very lightly sand the surface. And you'll ask the question, why am I sanding it? Well, because there's a ridge here on the top. So I need to get rid of that ridge here. It's raised up. So I'm going to lightly cut that ridge back. Now I'm just going to go over the top with some fine wire wool, some 4-0 wire wool or steel wool, just to make sure it's nice and smooth on that surface before I do any colouring. It's a really quick process. I'm just smoothing off any of those fine paper marks. Lovely. Right, I'm just going to wipe over the surface. Now I'm going to wipe on the areas where I'm going to colour. I'm just going to put a very light fad of shellac over it. And the reason for this is because I want to see the colour of the wood coming back through. So when I'm colouring, I'm trying to match it as close as possible. At the moment it's slightly dull, so I need to do that. I need to lift it with a fad of polish. There you go, hopefully you can see that. I'm ready for colouring. These are Polishers mops I'm using. It's a pencil mop. You can get them all different sizes from 0 up to, I think it's about 24. It uses squirrel hair, sorry to say, but it gives a beautiful pencil mop for brushing and for colouring. So I have a pot of methylated spirits, and that's just shellac, which is special pale polish in there. I use the pale polish as a binder. And then I've got an onion board. This is just for, you can get this from car suppliers sort of thing. It's a tearable sheet, so when I mix the colours and I fill that up, I can just tear it off and throw it away, and you've got another one underneath it. Let's get going. Right, so first of all, I want to create that lovely orangey colour that we have here on the very furthest away colour, I suppose, if you like. The general colour, if you just squint your eyes at it, I suppose, I don't know, you will see that general sort of oranginess that we've got there, and I want to see if I can get that down first, and I'll put layers of colour over the top of it. You may be wondering why I'm colouring outside of the repair area. It's because when the veneer was damaged by the water causing the split, it leaves a blackened edge to the veneer. So either side of the filler is some blackened edges. I've got to colour those away as well. I've got to obliterate them and then build up the colour on top of it. So that's the reason why. I hope you enjoyed watching that. It was quite a challenging restoration. Well, certainly the colouring side of it, there was an awful lot of colouring, and I did edit a lot out, otherwise you'd just be seeing me continually colouring. It is challenging because the lights in here are quite strong and they make the pieces of furniture, especially on camera, look really quite orange. They're a lot browner than that in real life. Looking forward to part 2, we're doing some bronzings with brass, brazing. I'm brazing brass, stop laughing here. And lots of other things going on. So part 2 should be away from the colouring. Please subscribe to our YouTube channel. Hit the like button and hit the subscribe button down on the right hand side of your what is it they got? You got a screen. Hit. I'll do something nice for us. It'd be lovely. Thanks. Bye.